The mechanics in this video are not for the inexperienced or the faint of heart. I apologize in advance to anyone who might obtain a headache while trying to understand what I am explaining in this video. Hey everyone, this is Syntax, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can actually have more than 100 channels in your Fortnite creative maps. Let's get into it. Now, if you are not already aware, if you go all the way over to the last available channel, you will see it says channel 100. However, with some clever manipulation of game mechanics, you are actually able to have not just 100 channels, but in fact exactly 199 channels of available signal sending. So let's say you're in your adventure map or whatever, and you have a progressional use of channels, which means the more you go through it, the more channels you're going to use because you're using it to activate certain mechanics, pop up certain text, whatever you're doing, right? So let's say I'm using this stuff, right? I'm ending Jonesy, which is rather aggressive. But anyway, I'm ending Jonesy, and once I end this Jonesy right here, I am actually able to go over here and receive coins by and saying thank you, Jonesy. And yeah, I can get coins from here. Now you may be saying right now, Syntax, that's not a clever manipulation of game mechanics. You're just transmitting signals onto channels. There's nothing special there. Check this out though. I have a simple setup right here so that when I push this button, it explodes this explosive device and Jonesy blows up. And I have these set on channel 1, 2, and 3. I'm damaging things. 1, 2, and 3. So as you can see, I'll show you guys right here. When interacting with transmit on channel 1, channel 2, and channel 3. I also have these enabled when receiving from this. Now, theoretically, I would have 99 Jonesies set up, but I didn't want to set up 99 Jonesies. But anyway, let's just pretend that I get to my 100th channel and I've used all my channels now. I have no more available channels in the map. This is where I recycled my channels. As you can see, the buttons over here are also set up on channels 1, 2, and 3. However, they're granting me items, but when I press these buttons, they're not actually granting me any items. This is where the 199 channels comes into play. Let's say you have 100 devices or 100 different channels set up amongst a bunch of devices, okay? Now, if these devices are one-use devices, as in you trigger them and they can no longer be triggered because they're a one-time activation thing or something else, when you hit your 100th channel, you can have other devices set up on channels 1 through 99 that are just not enabled. This is an option on the item granter. As you can see, enabled on game start can actually be turned off. So if this isn't enabled, it's not going to receive channels from any outputs that I might have on different devices. This is important because after I've interacted with my last channel, my 100th channel, I can actually enable this so I can reuse the channels that I used previously in the map. As you can see, I grant item when receiving from 1, which is the same channel that blows this up, but once this is blown up, it can no longer receive a signal from 1 because it's a one-time use thing. Basically, any device that is a one-time use thing, as in it can't be used after you've sent a signal to it, you can have other devices use that same channel and just have them be enabled after you've used 100 channels. If you do not have a headache yet, I salute you. Anyway, now we're in game, and remember, both of these are set up on channels 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of these are set up on the exact same channel, and these grant me coins, and these blow up the Jonesies. However, these are not active right now, as you can see, but I can go ahead and blow up the Jonesies just fine. As you can see, I got no coins. I have no coins because it's not transmitting a signal because they are, in fact, disabled on game start. Now, let's say I explode all my 99 Jonesies or get to the end of whatever my adventure map is, and I use my 100th channel. I now enabled the ability to use the rest of the channels, or the rest of the devices hooked up to the same channel. As you can see, channel 1 gives me a coin, channel 2 gives me a coin, and channel 3 still gives me a coin. Now, this is just a very specific situational use for this mechanic. You can come up with a bunch of creative ways as long as you have a device that is a one-time use thing and a device that can be disabled on game start. This will work. Let's say you're building a super long adventure map for reasons I don't understand, but you're just shy like 3 channels. Just go into your map, find a device that once you've used it, it has been deactivated, and then find another device that can be enabled after you use that channel, and boom, you now have more than 100 available channels to use within your maps. Anyway guys, that is how you can have more than 100 available channels in Fortnite Creative. I know this video was super complicated, and if you do understand it, I salute you because it is not an easy concept to understand, but it is super useful for really long adventure maps. If you're running out of channels and you feel like you need extra room, there is a way to slip other channels in there without having more than 100 available channels. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helped you out, and yeah, this has been Syntax. Later.